Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we're here to talk to you about our picks for the upcoming FOC April 10th. Now, G and I work for Penguin Random House, and we manage sales around the world to comic book stores. So, the titles that we talk about in this video are from publishers that we can sell into those markets. Also, we want to remind you, if you don't know, that aside from YouTube, where you were probably watching this video on. We also have other social media channels. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and we are on Twitter under at PRH International Comics. So, without further ado, let's get started with our picks. So, first is one of my picks, and this is Lost Boy, written and illustrated by Jay Martin, and this is from Dark Horse Comics. Now, this is the first graphic novel by Jay Martin. If you are familiar with music and videos and music videos and Shawn Mendes, you might recognize the name because he's a pretty well known music video director, and he has directed a lot of videos for Shawn Mendes, for Mark Anthony, some other DJ Tiesto, some of the other artists like that. And this is his first foray into writing and illustrating a graphic novel. Now, the story of this book is very straightforward. Is this boy and his father are on a trip uh, in a car, and they hit a deer, and the car goes over the cliff, and this, the boy survives, his dad doesn't, and this is in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming, up in the mountains. Obviously, as you can see by the cover, it's snowing, very rough weather, and the boy has to survive by himself. So it's the journey of the boy surviving, and obviously dealing with the death of his father, with the accident, and also discovering himself, obviously. I'm really drawn to this. Aside from the story, the art it's also very beautiful. Um, but I always love these kind of stories where is this one character sort of surviving a tragedy and trying to make it. And I love survival stories, and this is exactly what it is. Like I said, it's at the beginning, it's very straightforward. I don't think there's anything complex about it, but I think that's also what I think it makes it very appealing to me. So as I'm showing you some interior art, that's it for that pick.
All right.
Now for something completely different.
Yeah, shifting gears here, we have Deadpool by Alyssa Wong. This is the volume one and illustrated by Martin Coccolo. And although I believe he's just one of the illustrators here. Um, so this one is like it I am reading this in single issues, and I just have a lot of fun with it, and this is why I wanted to pick it for this FOC because I recommend definitely checking it out. So very briefly, without spoiling much, Deadpool, kind of want to make things official, so he's actually auditioning with Atelier, which is basically this like secret group of assassins, and you have to be invited to audition basically. And his, I guess, mission at this point for the audition is to kill Doc Ock within 48 hours. But then things really don't go his way. Like he's
Of
trying to
course.
get that accomplished. Uh, but he gets kidnapped along the way, and then he realizes that something is inside him, and he's kind of freaking out, and you're gonna have to figure out what that is when you're reading the story. What I really like about this is how gross it is, like with the images, but it's actually gross and funny at the same time, which is like I guess a normal juxtaposition when you think about like horrific images. It can get a little bit ridiculous and laughable.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it. It's really fun, gross, and just really silly and like a whole bunch of fun. I love picking this up every week. So to have it collected is like a it's a great thing to have. So
Yep.
yeah, and the cover is awesome too.
Yeah. In case you didn't get it, literal enough for you. Obviously, he's on top of a pool of dead people. So
Mhm.
yeah, very straightforward. And next up is one of my cover picks. Is Silk One, and this is Elena Casagrande, Woman of Marvel variant. Elena Casagrande is also part of this year's Stormbreakers class. Um, I mean, yeah, this is just very beautiful. This is, if you look at Elena Casagrande's older art, you see this is her style. It's very much her style. The colors, the I love the action, but at the same time, kind of floating uh, of a silk here in the cover. I love that it's sideways, but it's also, you can have a really good sense of what's happening where the with the building, obviously seeing the orientation and all that. Very beautiful. I love the highlights on it too. They work extremely well, especially in the hair and the arms. It's very, very good. So next up,
All right, so my pick is
yeah,
Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones. This is issue number 3, by very clearly by Rian Gonzalez. You could tell
yeah,
very much by the art. I really like this because Spider-Gwen is like sort of peak, like how do I put like sitting in and out of the panels, which is
yeah,
cool. It's like she's coming out of the comic itself, reading a
yeah,
comic. So it's meta in that way. And
yeah,
then behind her you see versions, like villainous versions, so like Sandman, Doc Ock, Vulture, Rhino, and Sabretooth, for example. So really cool. And then you have a Spider-Man plushie uh, peeking out of her backpack. I just really love
yeah,
this art.
yes. Very, very Rian Gonzalez, obviously. Very
Mhm.
cool. Next up is Wolverine, number 33, the Gerardo Sandoval variant. And here we see Logan confronting a bunch of claws, uh, and is doing a very typical Wolverine expression of huh? Do you really want to mess with me, Bob? So I love the details, the wrinkles, the teeth, the eyes. Everything is so cool on this cover, and the art is amazing. As always, by with art from Gerardo Sandoval. But I also love the concept of it. It's such a typical Wolverine cover, and it's a very and I love that the classic costuming looks almost like three-dimensional on this, which is great too. Love it.
Okay, and if you missed out on the first printing, we have the second printing of It's Jeff, issue number 1. This cover is by Gray Hero. Of course, we get a new cover for this. I really enjoyed this on digital, on Marvel Unlimited. So the fact
Yep.
that we're having this physically and physically again, this has been going like I've been seeing this all over TikTok. People
Yeah.
really excited that we have this in a physical edition. So this is really cool. And I like that Jeff is balancing like pastries, and the
Yep.
pastries are shaped in like Spider-Man face, Iron Man's face. There's like Thor's hammer. What else is there? I'm like trying to peek through it.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. So,
Captain
it's really cute.
America's shield a little
Shields,
bit.
maybe?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the A, it's back there somewhere. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
So,
very, very cool.
really, really cool, and I like how Spider-Man's like, "What's what's going
Wait,
on?
what?
Where
What?
is he going with the pastries?"
Either that or is he like carrying a cup of coffee? It's like, wait, don't take away my pastries or stop
Exactly.
right there. Yeah, very cool. All right. Next up, onto Star Wars: The High Republic #9. This is the David Aja variant at 1 in 25, and we have Mathia Catholic here. Very beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's so simple and not a lot of color, and how kind of the edges of the painting kind of blend with the pure white background, and just having her look into the distance. It's very, very cool. It's such a great portrait. And this week I cheated like I do every once in a while, and I added, because I couldn't pick, another one of the Star Wars High Republic #9 covers, and this is the Tyler Kirkham cover. This was actually recently revealed, and this is Olivia Severon, who was introduced at the beginning of this run of High Republic, and she's just like, man, just like when you're after doing a basketball game or doing a long run, you just like, let me just whew, take a break, breather here, and look around. But in this case, it seems like she was in battle, obviously, and she has her lightsaber in one hand, just looking around. But it looks so cool. She looks very, very, very badass in this. Um, that's it. Next. Ah, I lost my place. There we go.
Yes. So we did announce this at certain points when the AAPI Heritage Month and covers were revealed by Marvel. So there are others here
Yeah,
that I didn't show. I just had to pick one. So the one that I picked, it's pretty obvious I had to pick this one.
yeah,
So I picked the Inhyukli, the Takuki variant, and really cool. And Nick Lee does a really good job with clothing, like
yeah.
very good job with clothing, and I just really like this. So yeah, this is cool. I
Very,
want
very, very
this.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it for our covers. And as always, every week we finish up with a little bit of news. In this week, we're talking about how we're bracing for the fall of X, which was recently announced, and there was a lot that came out during MegaCon in Orlando this last weekend. And gee, can you tell us a little bit of what we're looking at on the screen?
Yeah, so this is just basically covers that were revealed to get you hyped up, and like a lot of people were hyped up when this was announced at the con. But basically these are some issues bracing for the eventual fall of X. We're gonna see how things are gonna go down with Krakoa. So, um, just going through some of these slides, we have like X-Men Red, issue number 13, um, Before the Fall, Sinister 4 by Lucas Wernick, to name a few. Really cool covers. And then on the next slide, we have X-Men 24 by Joshua Cassara, and then also X-Force 42 by Cassara as well. So
Yep.
a lot of people hyped up for what will eventually, uh, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna look up my notes because I remember it's one of those. Oh gosh, what are this? Let's see. I think the actual fall is gonna happen at the gosh, what is that event that the
Oh,
red carpet event? You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
That happens every year?
the
The
Hellfire
gala? The
Gala,
gala.
the
There we
Hellfire
go.
Gala. So that's sort of it's gonna explode, I guess, and start
Oh,
there.
and
So
start
all of
there.
these
Yeah.
are issues that are part of before the fall. there's also apparently, there's gonna be a lot going on, and previous to during the Hellfire Gala, and then after that, it's just gonna be right into the fall of X, the third sort of big event in the you know Tanaka Hickman sort of saga of Krakoa. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so
And
yeah,
then yeah, yeah, and then with these additional 2 covers, Wolverine 35 by Lynn Yu, and then Immortal X-Men 13 by Mark Brooks. Keep a lookout, especially through our social media, as well as, I mean, Marvel will also announce whenever the variant covers will be released for the
yeah,
fall of X, which you can't wait for that. So yeah,
yeah.
so this is a huge thing that's going down. So
Yeah, there's a lot of rumblings and a lot of speculation, obviously, but how this
and
goes. It's going to be a lot of like tidbits of information are going to come out every week, probably leading up to the big event.
to prep in advance, you'll want to pick up these just so that you
Oh yeah,
can get prepared for it. Yeah.
get ready for it, of course. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoy it. Feel free to make some comments below. Also, like I mentioned before, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and obviously also YouTube. And there you can, we try to sort of give you information and kind of keep you up to date on latest things, but also kind of highlight some of the things, especially titles that might be not just from Marvel and IDW Dark Horse, but also manga and some of our own publications at Penguin Around the House. So that is it. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.